Alright, so I have some kind of bad news, kind of good news. I don't really know. It's both ways. Um, had some trouble with the bike yesterday, and I'm afraid that I can't fix it while I'm on the road. Uh, so here's the problem. I busted a bolt on the jack shaft, trying to tighten it up a little bit. It's loose. So after doing that, I noticed how wore out the jack shaft bearings were, both sides, left and right, and how squirrely the ass end of the bike was getting, which is not good. And then about 5 hours into my ride yesterday, I could hear the motor getting pretty loose, which is surprising, I mean, to a point. But also I've put 3,200 miles on it over the last few months, and riding it for 6 to 8 hours a day, I think is just wore it out. So I'll show you real quick what it looks like, and you guys can kind of tell me what you think. Alright, so I got all my gear off of it. It's kind of naked. Anyway, you can see right here, this is where the jack shaft connects to the frame. There's a big washer that goes right there and a bolt that holds it. But you can see the gap on how much this bearings wore out. The other side is actually just as bad, if not worse, which makes the swing arm move like this, left to right, which makes it really squirrely, kind of dangerous. Now, as far as the motor goes, I've had to readjust the valves on it a couple times, actually probably 4 or 5 times throughout the ride. So I don't know if there's something wrong with the head on the motor or what, but I could totally feel a vibration in my pedals while I was pedaling from the engine, which makes me think that something on the lower end is probably going bad. I got some bearings or something getting wore out. So it kind of bothers me. I'm afraid if I do try to fix the jack shaft and the bearings, that the motor's going to quit on me somewhere, in the middle of nowhere in Texas or Arizona or something like that, if I can even get that far. So I'm stuck with this dilemma on whether I try to fix it and keep going and risk being stuck somewhere and no way to get help or to fix the bike, or do I get a ride home or ride home and risk trying to make it there, or what? So I can go home and try to fix the bike, rebuild what needs to be rebuilt, maybe do some upgrades on it, or even possibly go home and sell a few things that I have. I got a car that I could sell and buy a better bike, something that's a little more reliable, like a dual sport or a scrambler or something like that, that I could continue my trip. So, which I'm not giving up. I mean, I still want to see the Grand Canyon and the Redwood Forest and Yosemite and Yellowstone and all that shit, So I'm not done. I'm not giving up. I just think that the bike might be giving up. I think I've pushed it way beyond its means. It's not built for continuous riding day in and day out. It's made for trail riding and short distance stuff. So yeah, I'm at this point where I got to make a decision. It's kind of frustrating, really, really frustrating. So I have a drive that I want to just keep pushing myself. I want to keep going. I want to see this stuff. But if the bike's not gonna perform good enough and stay running and stay together, then I don't really have a choice, you know. So I do have a buddy of mine that's luckily working in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, which is an hour away from where I broke down. He is going home today and offered me a ride, which is something that I probably won't be able to get again if I decide to keep going. So I've made a decision to go home, because I'm the closest to home that I'm going to get right now. If I go any farther, then I'm going to be a ways away from it. I'm directly below Springfield, Missouri in Louisiana. So yeah, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna assess the bike, see what it needs to be fixed, and try to fix everything, and decide if I want to continue on that bike, on the Motoped Survival bike, or if I want to upgrade to a motorcycle. I really want a dual sport or a scrambler or something, it's faster. I can get out of the way of people. I won't have to deal with so many flats because I don't have to ride on the shoulders and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see. I'm gonna go home, regroup, get my shit together, and head out again, man. I can't stop the adventure. I love this shit. It's awesome. I want to see all those national parks and stuff, and I'm going to. So hopefully I can figure all this shit out. I'll get a hold of Motoped and get their opinions and all that stuff on it and see what they think. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll still post about every day on what's going on and what I'm doing, what I'm gonna fix or what I'm gonna rebuild or what I'm gonna buy and build, as a better bike or whatever. So keep watching. We'll get this figured out. I wanna keep going, man. I wanna keep going. I'm excited to see all that stuff, and I'm not gonna stop until I do see it. So yeah, stay tuned, man. I'll keep this going. We'll figure something out.
I've never cried all my life till I met you, girl. It's simple, oh, you're really cruel. You never see me when I want you to. You got me going, I got you too.